the respected brothers, you will find in your lives that there are times where you will be going through different stages and phases. Sometimes life will be amazing. Things will be going so fine. Your marriage, your health, your job, your career, and then a few months or years later, you'll be on the other end of the spectrum. You'll be going through difficulties in life. It will be a complete contrast to how things were. And this is the sunnah of Allah, that in our lives, things are not stagnant. All the time there are changes in our lives. There are highs and lows. There are ups and downs. There are peaks and troughs. And this is what makes Allah our Creator, showing us His capability of governing and controlling everything. So much so that our lives have so much fluctuation. Nothing is stagnant today. I'm going to share with you prophetic advice that falls onto 5 stages in life that many of you will be going through in a hadith narrated by Abdullah ibn Abbas, collected in the Muslim. He came across the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam giving some advice to a man. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Take advantage of 5 stages in your lives, 5 phases that you will go through before they come onto the side where it's going to be difficult." We begin with the first one. Take advantage of your youth. Before old age, how many times do we see this? That in our youth. And youth, like I mentioned before, I think I've mentioned this many times on this member, youth isn't from the age of 18 to 20, 21. And then you're a man, Islamically. You are considered a birth person from the category of shabab up till the age of 40. The Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is saying, take advantage of your youth. Nashat, your energy, your activism, being proactive before you hit the age where things are not the same. The energy levels dip. You begin to take your time getting out of bed in the morning. You can't jump out of bed. You're now 50 years of age. The hairs begin to whiten. The journey to the masjid becomes more difficult. You carry a walking stick. Now the key question is, what did we do when we were fit and healthy in our 20s, in our 30s, in our early 40s? Some of us, Allah gives us strength to continue till 40 and above. That's the key question. That's why the Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, one of those who will be shaded into the shade of Allah under the throne when there will be no shade is the youth who committed his youth in the path of Allah. That's the first thing we need to look at, because later on it's easy when you get to the age of 60, 70 to find a nice spot in the masjid. Put your back against the wall. Oh, I'm 60, now I'm 70. My wife is saying, come on, get out, go to the masjid. And now you found the masjid. What about from the age of 20, even before? From the age of puberty, when it becomes mandatory to start praying your obligatory prayers? Where's the connection with Allah? So that is what the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, that take advantage before you become old. The strength leaves you, your intellect leaves you, and it's too late. Then the second, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, which is linked to the first one, your health before your sickness. And again, Allah has blessed you all with health. That's why you're sitting here. That's why you're in a position to come to the masjid. But how many people now are in hospitals? How many people now would do anything to just stand up and walk? How many people are left paralyzed because of a road traffic accident? How many people can't see? They would do anything just to look at you. Brother sitting here in the congregation, how many people don't have hearing faculty? Allah has blessed you all with health. However, there may come a time in the future, next week, next month, next year, where it could be decreed that Allah will test you through your health. Then you may be sitting on the hospital bed and saying, oh, I wish before, when I had the health, I used to spend my time in the shopping malls, and the centers waste my time. Now I'm bedbound. I wish I could go to the masjid. I've lost my sight. I wish I could open up the Quran and read the Quran. I can't hear anymore. Because of whatever reason, I wish I could hear the recitation of the Quran by the Imam in the Ramadan prayer. So take advantage, make that routine be consistent so much so that even if you become ill and you were a person who got up in the morning and you prayed the Fajr prayer, you read the Quran, that was your normal habit. And when you become ill, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, you still get the reward as though you were continuing with the way when you were healthy. The Messenger said, when the slave of Allah is